Good evening, Utopian baseball universe. I understand you're not watching. You're watching the draft. You're watching the Brewers. I get that. But we're going to do a show for you anyway. My name is Joey. I'm here with my very good friend, Andrew Pfeffer.
Oh, yeah.
And this is what we're going to do tonight. Well, we've never done this. We have a schedule of 6 games. I'm going to give you those games here in a second. And we're going to simulate those 6 games live. The three of us.
I love this. We're pioneers.
No, Major League Baseball doesn't do this. They play games. All right. There's a lot of stuff can go wrong there, but we're going to simulate 6 games tonight.
Yeah.
I've got the schedule right here. We've got Cardinals at Marlins. That's our ESPN Thursday afternoon game. Now you have to use a little bit of your imagination.
Okay.
We're simulating it now at 8:26, but it happened 7 hours ago. Okay, so just pretend.
I like this. We're going back in time.
With Mike Fox might be here. Chris Walken, not Chris Walken. Who was the other? Christopher Lloyd.
Lloyd, yeah.
Yeah, terrible mistake I just made there. We had another afternoon game. We had Orioles at Red Sox today. We've got Blue Jays Mets. We've got Expos Yankees, Nationals Phillies, Royals Rays. So the way this is going to work, because we only have the 6 games, is we had a poll yesterday. The universe said we're going to pull from the 60s. So, Andrew, right now I'm putting you on the spot. There were 10 years in the 60s.
Okay.
Just pick me one. Just give me right off. Like, what's the first one that popped up in that old noggin of yours?
The first one that popped up would be 1968.
1968. So we're going to pull from 1968 tonight. Now, do you have anyone in your household that is awake that could help with part 2, or should I just hand that over to you again?
Oh man, you should probably hand that over to me. My fear is that the boy is still awake. It's we're 27 minutes past his bedtime now, and that kind of worries me a little bit. But I'm gonna go with my perfect world, and that everybody's asleep. I'm huddled down in the basement where nobody else can hear. So, yeah, I think it's going to be me.
All right. And that's okay, too. I just want to make sure that if the family wants to be involved, that we gave them that option there. Okay. Do you have a lucky number, Andrew?
A lucky number, like between
1 through 31. If your lucky number is 32 or higher, improvise.
Okay. Well, I'll go with number 4 for Paul Molitor, my favorite baseball player of all time.
All right. And then now, do you know what month you were born in?
Of course I do.
Tell us.
I was born in August.
You were born in, now I knew that, but I wanted the world to find that out. So what we've done here, ladies and gentlemen, is Andrew Pfeffer has just picked August 4th, 1968 as our sim date. So if you're playing along at home and have the internet, there's only one. I am entering MLB August 4th, 1968 into my internet. And I'm hitting enter. So now what we're doing here is they have something on the internet called hyperlinks. I'm going to click a hyperlink. Mm-hmm. And that hyperlink is going to give me the results of that day.
Okay.
Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so there were 12 games on August 4th, 1968. We're going to pull 6 of those. Okay. 6 of those 12 will end up being results for our games. Now, for the purpose of how we're determining which game is which, I have assigned numbers to our 6 games. Number 1 is going to be Blue Jays Mets. Number 2 is Expos Yankees. 3 is Orioles Red Sox. 4 is Nationals Phillies. Mm-hmm. 5 is Royals Rays. And then 6 will be Cardinals Marlins. Okay. So now I have these 12 games just staring at me.
Burning a hole in your pocket.
They're just hanging out. Now, I'm looking at 12 box scores from top to bottom, left to right.
Okay.
I've got a 6-4 game in 12 innings. I've got a 7-4, a 2-1, a 12-6, a 3-2, a 5-3, 7-2, an 8-4, 3 shutouts. I got a 2-0, a 5-0, and a 2-0, and a 6-3 and 13. 6 of those 12 are going to map into our schedule. Now, how we do that is we hit shuffle.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm entering the numbers 1 through 12 into that very same internet. It's a multitasking internet. You can learn history. You can shuffle numbers. You like recipes? That internet has them.
Oh yeah. Music, you can get it for free if you're willing to take the risk.
Yes. We all had Napster.
Right. Yeah.
I remember it was you that had me believing that Uptown Girl cover was Weezer in 2001. I told all my friends that.
I honestly believed it too, but
look,
no.
and I'm a very trusting person. If someone I trust tells me that it's Weezer, I'm telling the world it's Weezer.
Yep. And unfortunately, it was not.
Was not. It was me first in the Gimme Gimmes.
Yeah.
So if there's anyone out there that got that information from me, I got it from this guy.
And I'll confirm. Yeah, absolutely. I was led astray by that same internet that we hold so dear.
And just for the record, too, Andrew did not lie to me. He was just led to believe that it was the Weezers.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. Okay, so now what I have done, I have hit shuffle. So we are going to now, this is where it gets confusing, and maybe I change this for season 3, but like I just numbered these games for you, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but I'm not going to unveil them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to go in order of the schedule. So we're going to do those 2 day games first.
Okay. So
let's bring the graphic up here. Cardinals at Marlins.
Mm-hmm.
Now what I'm going to do, Cardinals at Marlins, even though it's the first game we're bringing you the result of, it is the 6th game on our schedule. So now I'm looking at the number 6,
okay,
finding the number next to it, and that's the game I pull from. So as I'm finding out right now, I'm going to share with Andrew and the world. We're going to get you a winner, a loser, some highlights, and move on.
All right.
The number, by the way, was 1.
Okay.
So I see, just fill it in here real quick. And by the way, the pitching matchup for this game, John Tudor versus Livan Hernandez.
Okay.
So I'm clicking into the box score. This is actual clicking I'm doing.
Right.
All right, so let's get you that result.
Okay.
I feel like I'm on like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Like there's right now we're at that moment where Kimmel's asking if it's a final answer. The celebrity is confirming that it is after they've called their uncle. And here we go. The final today from Miami. Cardinals 6, Marlins 4 in 12.
Okay.
We'll look at the box score here. We got a very finicky internet tonight. All right, so here's what we had. Here's just the highlights. In the 12th inning, Yadier Molina for the Cardinals with an RBI triple.
Okay.
And then Albert Pujols. I'm sorry, I take that back. Yadier Molina, RBI single. and Albert Pujols with an RBI triple in the 12th. So that was the difference today as the Cardinals beat the Marlins 6-4. Your thoughts, Andrew, on the Cardinals winning this game with that very limited amount of information I'm giving you?
You know, I mean, this is prime Albert Pujols, so I figure on his best day he gets around for a triple. You know, hey, it's these Cardinals are tough. I mean, whether it's in real life or Utopia, they usually find a way to get it done, and can't say I'm surprised that they were able to squish the fish.
Good rhyme, the solid rhyme there. I will confirm for you that D. Gordon homered for the Marlins, recently picked up by the Milwaukee Brewers in the Major Leagues version.
That's right.
Of baseball.
Yeah.
All right, so there we have it. We have one final in the book there, Cardinals at Marlins. Now let's move on to, we had another day game today. We had the Baltimore Orioles at the Boston Red Sox. Steve Stone versus John Lester.
Okay.
So that would be my third game here. I'm looking at my box scores. I'm trying to find the fourth result. And here it is. I will type it in and share it with the world. Again, folks, a lot of clicking going on right now.
Yeah. That's just anticipation bubbling to the surface.
It's crazy. It's like I'd say it's like going to prom again, but I skipped that. I just didn't have the time. I had to play Madden 93, baby.
Yeah.
All right, so Orioles, Red Sox, get you a little bit of an update here. You're going to see the score, and we'll dive into that box score.
Okay.
All right, the final from Fenway Park today. The Baltimore Orioles 12. The Boston Reds 6. Baltimore scoring 2 runs in the 8th and 4 runs in the 9th. They had 19 hits in this game. Let's see here. Frank Robinson, 3-run homer, 4 RBIs on the day.
Yep.
Let's see. David Ortiz had a pair of doubles. Steve Stone did not pitch great, but he got the win. 7 innings, 6 earned, 3 strikeouts. And Bob Stanley gets credit for the loss for the Red Sox, as the Orioles have just a huge day at the plate. 12 runs on 19 hits.
Wow. Now, since we've got, some highlights from Frank Robinson here, did it kind of weigh on you whether to make him a Red or an Oriole?
Yeah. There were hard decisions for every team, and I would say Frank Robinson was one of the tougher ones, because that guy was arguably one of the top 3 or 4 players in baseball when he was with the Reds.
Yeah.
And then he was traded to the Orioles. That really was a flip of the coin. Yeah, I think Randy Johnson would be the comparable for pitchers. I could have put him in Seattle. I ended up putting him on Arizona basically because of the World Series. But
sure.
Yeah, that was a tough one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No.
Frank Robinson was actually a coach for the Brewers in 1984, and I didn't know that till about a year ago.
I didn't know that either. No.
Yeah, he was the bench coach for Rene Latchman in 1984.
Oh, okay. See, we're learning new things here.
Always learning.
Yeah. No, with him in the lineup, you never know when he's gonna bust out for a big day, and apparently, today was the day. On the road at Fenway, what better place to show a little power and guide that Orioles team to a nice commanding win.
That division is wide open. I don't have the standings in front of me right now, but I think we've got about 6 teams within 3 games of each other. So it's going to be an interesting season in the East.
Okay.
All right, now let's take a look. Now, all right, so Blue Jays Mets. The Mets have won 2 straight in the series, both in 11 inning games. Coming into the series, they were tied at the top of the East Division. So the Mets have won the first 2 games. Tonight we've got R.A. Dickey returning to Citi Field for the Blue Jays against Jerry Koosman. So let's find out what happens in this game. Blue Jays and Mets here.
I tell you what, while you're doing your clicking, if you wouldn't mind taking me off screen for a minute, I just realized that I never plugged in my laptop, and I'd hate to have it die on us mid-show.
I will remove you right now. So we're all alone here, you and I, universe. I don't know why I'm whispering, but let's find that Blue Jays Mets result here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11. Oh, wow. Interesting. Andrew Pfeffer joins us. All right, so, and again, I've just made screenshots of everything I'm looking at. So as soon as the show's over tonight, I'm going to show you guys exactly what I'm looking at so you guys can see proof of everything. But the result for the Blue Jays Mets game, I'm about to post right here. And this is incredible. I wouldn't say this is history, but this is close.
Okay.
The Mets win tonight 2-0. Jerry Koosman for the Mets had a no-hitter through 6 2/3. A Jose Bautista single in the 7th broke it up. Koosman ends up with 11 strikeouts and 2 walks as the Mets sweep the Blue Jays tonight at Citi Field.
Wow.
So needless to say, I was happy when I saw that.
I bet.
I'm a Mets fan.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so we're halfway there. The next game we're going to look at is the Expos and Yankees.
Okay.
The second game on my schedule. So now I'm looking for the third result. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Take a little peek-see at the box score. Crisp ball game. That's all I can tell you right now.
Oh, they're always better when they're crispy.
Yeah, look, you don't want soggy baseball. You don't want that. Bears took Justin Fields, by the way, for anyone that watches
really?
NFL football. Justin Fields, who I think is going to be a good pro. I had him and Trey Lance being the top 2 guys in this draft at that position.
I was going to say, did he drop a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, he could have went 3 to the Niners, and he went, I don't know where they're at now, 11?
Okay.
And Justin Fields is going to the Bears.
All right.
All right. Expos Yankees. Here we go. Oh, it didn't save. It didn't save, ladies and gentlemen.
It's tough to do those banners on the fly.
These banners.
I haven't tried it personally, but I imagine it takes
all right.
some.
Here we go. Expos Yankees take 2. Expos win it 2-1.
All right.
Corbin Burns, who was put on the IL today by the Brewers with a complete game for the Expos today, 9 innings, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts. He only gave up 5 hits. Andy Pettit was just as good for the Yankees, 8 innings, 2 earned, 4 strikeouts, no walks. But the Expos take Game 3 in the series at Yankee Stadium, 2-1.
It's a big win. Nice
big
pitching
win
on both sides, but hey, as we see in the majors, when he's healthy, Corbin Burns, he's a surgeon on the mound.
He is a surgeon. We have 2 games left. The next game we're going to simulate here involves the Philadelphia Phillies, who in the last 12 calendar days have 6 shutout victories. Will they get a 7th tonight?
Holy cow.
This is Jordan Zimmerman versus Grover Cleveland Alexander for the Phillies.
Okay.
So let's take a look. Where am I going? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm looking for the 6th result. Here we go. Little clicking here. By the way, if you're watching, thank you. We're almost done. We're on the second to last game. At the end of the show, we'll expand on some news that I shared earlier today, and I will get to your comments and questions. I want to thank Andrew for being here on the fly.
Oh yeah.
All right. So, and again, you always got to hit save. Did the Phillies get a shutout tonight? Did they win the ball game? Did they get the shutout? Well, I'm here to tell you that they did not. The Nationals, 5-3 winners tonight in Philadelphia. The Nationals take Game 3 of this series. Nothing really stands out here. The Nationals had 10 hits, 3 hits by Trey Turner, a pair of hits by Yan Gomes. For the Phillies, Chase Utley doubled and scored a run. Still crispy, still a crisp game.
Mm-hmm.
But the Nationals take this one 5-3. Yeah. Our final simulation for this Thursday evening, we got the Royals and Rays. We got Mark Gubazov versus Hilton Smith, Negro League Hall of Famer for Tampa Bay.
Okay.
So let me look at so this is the 5th game in my schedule. I'm pulling the 9th result, 3, 6, 9. Here we go.
And we're at Tampa Bay for this one, correct?
This is in Tampa Bay. This is at the fictional Ybor City Stadium that I found renderings of about a year and a half ago.
Maybe somebody in the crowd is enjoying that short rib and grilled cheese sandwich.
If you are at Ybor City Stadium tonight enjoying one of those sandwiches, give us a shout.
Yeah.
All right. I will tell you more. If you like pitching,
oh yeah,
you're going to like this. Let's get rid of that. I should just troll everyone watching and just show a picture of that sandwich right now.
I haven't seen the picture, but I can guarantee that it's tasty looking.
All right, before anything else happens tonight in my personal life, I will get you a picture of this sandwich. We have the final from Tampa Bay tonight. Rays 2, Royals nothing. Hilton Smith was brilliant for Tampa Bay. Complete game, 5-hit shutout, 10 strikeouts, 2 walks. Mark Gubazov pitched, again, very well. 7 innings, 1 earned, struck out 2, walked 3. No homers hit in this game, but a lot of good pitching tonight. We had a 2-0 shutout. We had a pair of 2-0 shutouts. We had a 2-1 game. The Orioles were the top scoring team tonight with 12 runs. Not a lot of homers. Mm-hmm. I think 2 homers hit all night, Frank Robinson and D. Gordon. But so, we'll try this again at some point. Computer's a little bit slow. Right, I've got like 6 different things up right now. Andrew, just found out before the show, I spilled whipped strawberry beverage all over my fantasy spreadsheet. So I'm coming in with high blood pressure. So that's number 1. I'm going to get you guys. We're going to get you screenshots of everything I'm looking at, so you guys have a better understanding of how this works. Let me get to your comments here. Let's hide. All right, I gotta hide this banner. So it looks like, Andrew, it was our good friend Greg Fokker hanging out with us tonight. He says, "Hey kids." Actual clicking. Yes, actual clicking.
Only the finest clicking for this audience.
This is Hall of Fame clicking. Greg is saying that Justin Fields is the best quarterback in the draft. I can't argue that because I don't watch enough college football. I thought Trey Lance, from what I've seen, very limited film, I think he's going to be the best NFL player. But again, we'll find out in a couple years.
Yeah.
Greg says 14 players on the Brewers are on the IL, and nice shirt. I'm assuming he means your shirt.
Yeah, got to represent.
My shirt says I'm cheap. This is my friend Marty Morgan, is a musician here in Milwaukee, and if you've got the YouTube, check out Party Marty. I'm cheap. It's a fun little ditty.
Okay.
On those interwebs.
Yeah.
So, Andrew, tell us what you got going on with Bowling with the Pfeff next week.
Okay. Well, Bowling with the Pfeff, for people who aren't aware, is my YouTube channel. We do a weekly show about bowling once a week, kind of on different days. This is a fairly new project. We have 25 episodes in the can, and I'm trying to cater to people's changing schedules. But this next week, the show is on a Wednesday. It's on Wednesday, Cinco de Mayo. And we have the pleasure of inviting on Brent Prentice, who is the proprietor at Cedar Vale Lanes in Eagan, Minnesota, which is where the PWBA Twin Cities Open was just held. So he will look back on what it was like to hold a professional women's tournament at his house and, tell his unique bowling story, which is really incredible. He was a high school teammate of mine and really one of the better juniors in the Midwest, if not the nation, in his teens. So
very nice. And again, that the day is
May 5th.
May 5th
at 6 p.m. Central Time.
All right. So we're gonna check that out. Just to kind of build on my announcement from earlier today, I am pushing back my talk show by 6 months, and there's no real dramatic reason why. I just want it to be really good, and I feel like it's not quite ready yet. I will not serve any wine before it's time. So we were going to do Monday, June 7th. We're gonna do Tuesday nights starting December 7th. The reason I'm switching from Mondays to Tuesdays is a lot of the federal holidays are going to fall on Mondays. A lot of people travel. I don't want to have to constantly be moving the dates. So we're going to do Tuesday nights starting in December. 13 weeks on, 13 weeks off until the end of time. But on June 28th, which is a Monday, I will be debuting kind of the new version of what this is. I call this the Utopian Baseball Universe Report. Starting Monday, June 28th, We're going to debut what I'm calling the Utopian Cafe. It's going to be a Monday morning kind of a get up type of show. Be a 7 o'clock Central, exclusively on YouTube, actually. And what we're going to do is on Mondays, we're going to preview the week and do the power rankings, kind of just a nice start to the week. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we're going to recap the previous night. So you'll still get the results before bedtime in PDF form, but then we'll talk about them the next morning. And then Friday morning show will be a preview for the weekend. We're going to continue to do the Utopian After Dark, I think I've been calling it. We're going to do that on Friday and Saturday nights at 11:30, and then we'll do a recap on Sundays. So we've got a couple things going there. I've already reached out to all the guests that are booked for having a catch, and they know it's going to be happening in December. So I'm excited for that. I'm sure between now and June 28th, we'll still be doing the evening shows. Usually between like 10 and 11 each night. There'll probably be less broadcasts in the month of June because there's going to be, I'll be unpacking and doing all the things that come with moving into a new home. But by June 28th, we'll have that morning show. And then this winter, we'll bring you guys having a catch with myself. So,
I love
Andrew,
it. New content, evolving types of content. You gotta keep it fresh, and I think you're doing a great job of keeping it fresh.
Thank you. I'm excited. I've just started singing, so I'm going to be singing more on these shows. The first thing I sang about in the history of the show was Kit Kats.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a very polarizing subject. Not everyone loves Kit Kats. Yeah. And I wasn't just singing about regular Kit Kats. I was singing about apple pie Kit Kats. Very trivial.
Can't say I've tried them. A little intimidated, but I do love an original Kit Kat, now and then. So who knows? Maybe,
And by the way, Kit Kats is not a sponsor, but if they want to throw some money at my Venmo tonight, I'll be happy to mention all the flavors. All right. Well, I want to thank Andrew Pfeffer for being with me tonight. I'm sure we'll do this again at some point. I would like to be a little bit more organized on my end. I have, like I said, I've got a very sticky table here. I've cleaned it, but I haven't cleaned it to my satisfaction.
Right.
We got all this Aaron Rodgers kind of nonsense happening tonight. So everyone's texting me. But Andrew, thank you for being with me tonight. And to the universe, I will see you guys tomorrow night with the Utopian Baseball Universe report. And I tell you what, tomorrow afternoon, we'll go online for 5-10 minutes and we'll get you a preview for the weekend.
There you go.
So everyone have a great night. Thanks to Andrew for being here, and we'll see you tomorrow.